Hi everybody, Heidi-The, your Yorkshire crafter. How are you doing? I hope you're well. I'm just going to test my glue. Done it again, haven't I? How are you doing, guys? I hope you're well, as always. So today should be Sunday morning. Oops, try to put my lid on my glue. But today's actual day is Wednesday the 17th of September at 6:27 in the evening. Lolly, go lie down. Lie down. And I'm doing this because tonight we're doing the giveaway from Budley Crafts. I am using Sweet Poppy paper, Bockingford. I came across 3 packs of this in my bottom drawer here. So I've cut a piece of this, and then we're going to use a stamp that I bought from Budley. I've had it a couple of months, or when it first came out, month, 2 months. So my card is 5 3/4 by 5. I'll get the stamp platform behind me. Now I need to take the big one out. I would normally stick it in that way, but that's sticky, so I'm just going to stick it that way. That's all we need just for stamping a piece of card, isn't it? Now we're using this is Slapstick King, and it is Happy Holly. I still haven't filed it yet. I've got loads of penny black that I haven't filed yet. Thought I'd do them as I use them. So I'm hoping that's got no different colour on it. Oh, it has. Let me just, because I don't want to touch my card. And good thinking, that, wasn't it? It's only got on what I used this afternoon. That should be okay. So I'm going to put it down somewhere here. Like that. I think I want my stem coming down. I'd like it quite central. We are going to mask off once we've done the colouring, but this is now cut to size, so I don't want to mess with it. I'm going to go with that. We'll just go there. Now we're going to stamp with antique linen. We're going to do some no-line watercolouring. So it's a quick card because obviously there's not much to watercolour. And I'm using Distress ink. Now if I'm doing no-line watercolour, I prefer to use this. Whereas if I was using my pencils, I would have gone for, what's it called? Versafine Claire. Ooh. Here, I don't know what it's called. Have I got it outside? No, don't know what it's called. It's the light brown one anyway. Very light brown. No idea. You'd think things like that would be stuck in your head, wouldn't you? Clearly not. So, just in case, because I don't really want it to touch, I'm just going to touch the bottom of that rubber. The rest of it looks okay. And we should only need to do it once. Should absolutely be enough. It's going to bug me now, that colour. Oh, it's there on top. Can't see it for looking. Sand dune. That's the one I would use if I was doing pencils on top. But I'm coming in with zigs, so I wanted water reactive ink, if you like. That looks pretty perfect for what we need, as long as every single bit of it's printed down. That's all we need. Now I am going to take this straight out because when we do the words I'll be putting it back in, so I'll need this one then. Perfect, all sorted. For now it's been put away. Right, so we're going to use my favourite green, always, in my zigs, which is mid green. We need some water. I'll just empty it out of this. That's what I normally do. I have loads of these lined up with water in. Brush. I am using my Nicpro. Now that's the 4. I can't remember if I used the 4 or the 2. I'll probably start with the 2. Right. Kitchen towel to dab my brush. Kitchen towel to dab my work. Let's do it. So I'm going to start round here and I'm going to work all the way around. And all I'm going to do, I tell you, it's so different once you start to film, because you really do have your head right over when you're just playing. It's surprising. My glasses are all not clean either. So I'm just going to put some colour there. That is enough for me. Right, let's try it with the number 2. I have missed doing this, you know. So I'll touch every bit of ink that I've put down. And then I get that watercolour look. And then I'm just going to, I don't push down with the cloth, I just quickly dab the top of it. This gives such a stunning look. I'm quite out of breath, and I only came up with a couple of, I'm going to say a couple of layers, a couple of flights of stairs. It is warm though, I've got heating on, and I'm just going to put it fan on behind me. Oh, no I'm not, it's here in front of me. Just going to put it on behind me. So sorry if you can hear that. Oh, that's lovely on the back of my neck. So I wet my brush. I think I used my other brush, to be fair. I bent this end by leaving it sat in water, which is very naughty of me. I do that with my old paint brushes. I leave them sat in water so that they have a curve to them, and then they're great for fine line then. Gosh, I left that far too long. I wouldn't normally go back in with a bit of colour like that, but needs must. That's better. And you can do it and lift up that colour that's below it, but I don't want to, because it just makes it look veiny. I quite like it actually. Yeah, it two-tones that because I waited too long, but do you know what? It looks okay. I'm happy with that. Not as happy with them lines there. But I can just add more ink to it and it'll lift it anyway. It's not a problem. I'm really sorry if you can hear that fan. But I really need it. It's crazy, isn't it? Because it's been such terrible weather. We've had awful, awful weather. And yet I've just had my bedding out last couple of hours. quilt cover, everything. It's all dry. So we got drenched this morning, and then heat stroke this afternoon. There's a doggy missing in Halifax, and it got lost on our park as it happens. And it's not used to this area. It's been missing over 24 hours now. So me and Andy were out at, gosh, don't know what time this morning, on park calling her, trying to find her. And it was absolutely siling it down. So I had to pick Lolly up and carry her because she was shaking, she was frozen. They had the coats on, but she was frozen. She doesn't like it. I mean, who does really? But no, we didn't find her. She's called Ruby. She's a cocker. I know they were out with drones last night looking for her. But we've got our fingers crossed. There's loads of people looking for her. I've never met her, but she's a doggy, isn't she? So we like us doggies. I love this cardstock, you know, and I won't lie, the reason I don't use it on a regular basis is it's expensive. But it's gorgeous to work with. We work with what we can afford, don't we? I go through so much card because I do some practicing and then I do tutorials for you all and everything. And I think card's my biggest outlay, if you like. It's expensive. It's not a cheap hobby, is it? But where would we be without it? I hate to think where I'd be without it. My poor hands would be sore from knitting, wouldn't they? I haven't knit as much this year. I have to stop when I'm knitting. I have to stop halfway through and just, you know, stretch my hands. I remember seeing my grandma's hands, and they were all knuckly and not pretty, but it was from a knitting and arthritis, and I could see myself being the same one day. The joys of getting old, innit? Who are we to complain? Now, you can put other colours into it as well if you want. I don't want to, but I did a bit. See if I can find that other piece. Our mess in here. This was just plain, but I put some browns and yellows into it, and the colours are beautiful. But it's just not what I wanted for this. And then I decided I wanted to do no line watercolouring anyway. But the embossing was to see what it'd be like with gold rather than black. And I didn't think the gold suited this card. Although I really thought it would. I thought it'd look quite elegant actually. But obviously it didn't. But yeah, we must all waste a lot of money on card. That's why I always say there's two sides to a piece of card. Because you just can't afford to throw it out like that, can you? 10 a penny. Not 10 a penny, should I say. This is just so relaxing to do as well. There she goes. And do one at a time, because once your zig's dry, it is hard to move it then. I know the water reactive and you can get it moving again by putting more ink on it and what have you. But it's not the same. That's why I just do one at a time. But the more ink you put down and all, I leave a space so I can drag it and hopefully make it a bit lighter in those areas, like that has. But I've put a bit more ink on this one, just to see. What a difference it makes if you put a lot more ink down, rather than literally just covering the area. So I'll tell you in a minute. Although I think I've put too much water down for a change. Gone from one extreme to the other. Yeah, there's too much water there. We can still work with that. Perfect. It doesn't take too long, does it? But yeah, I did think it was nice with the colours in, you know, the different colours. But for some reason, when I'm no line watercolouring, this is my go-to colour. I just think it's beautiful once it's been picked up. So yeah, we are promoting Budley Crafts tonight. I love Budley Crafts. I do most of my shopping there now. I'm not on commission. I don't get any commission out. This is all about you guys. Tonight they've given us a £25 voucher. Well, they gave it us a while ago actually. They gave me 2. We did one first time, but this one's they gave it us. And then tonight we're doing the second one. There'll still be 3 prizes as normal, but only one will be for Budley. The other prizes will come out of the stash of prizes that we have. So if you're new to us, we do giveaways every Sunday, branded giveaways. Some of it's come from, well, most of it comes from the companies. But there's also, I've got a load here from you guys, what you've sent, what you've had extra, or you've double bought, yes, like me. Or just something you're not going to use. I've done that, bought stuff and I'm not going to use it. So I've got a load of stuff in a box for giveaways for you guys. We now have Nicola's going to put a posting group. We now have a monthly, what are we calling it? Instead of doing the banner comp, which we did up to last month, we're doing it differently, and it's actually been sponsored now by Zoe Bannon, who's in group, and every month there will be a £15 voucher from whatever we decide was best promoted that month. We will just pick a company, get you a voucher and send you a number. And I think all we're doing to enter that one is what you would have done for banner companies. Just do your pictures of what's prompt for the monthly challenge, like this month is tags. So you would do something with a tag, and at the end of the month we will pick a winner, and they will receive a card off me, maybe a bookmark or a tag, but they'll also get the £15 voucher off Zoe. Now, if you go over the lines like I have here and you don't like it, I'm not bothered in some areas, but I don't like that little bit there. I'm just wetting it and lifting it, and it's gone. So yeah, there's always something going on, and there's so much inspiration in group, it's unreal. And never once do we ever get any bad comments. You know, you could put a card in that you're not sure about and ask for feedback, but well, actually I saw it in another group the other day. Somebody was upset about the feedback they got because it was more of a criticism than not a nice criticism. You know, there is nice ways of doing it, isn't there? But the lady had got really upset. So yeah, I kind of felt sorry for her. So, but we don't have anything like that. Everybody's so nice, and if you come to lives, you see the way everybody gets on. It's lovely. Makes me proud. Yeah. So if you want to join group, it's Heidi the Yorkshire Crafter. There are 4 questions that you have to answer. and you have to have a profile picture. And if you don't answer the questions or you don't have a profile picture, there is a robot that will automatically decline you. So just answer them. They're nothing personal. We don't want to know your ins and outs. I only know one at questions, and that's what's your favourite colour. Apart from that, I can't remember what they are. I'm good at it. Yeah, so you'll have to come and join us. It's good fun. I'm sure everybody will agree. And if you're new and you would like to subscribe, it's a nice one as well. Thumbs up, a hype. Although I think we're still trying to work out what the hype does. Although I get a monthly, a weekly, well, I get weekly and monthly updates. And it tells you what the hypes are. It also tells you, you know, when you get your thumbs up, every bit of interaction, messages, comments, thumbs up, everything, all helps you get seen. So very grateful for that. But it also, if you was to give somebody a thumbs down, which I don't, and I never would, it also helps you get seen. And also, we do know, whoever it is that's doing it to me, that we know you are as well. So, never mind. It doesn't bother me. We like what we like, don't we? I give thumbs up. It's not often I watch anything, but I'll give a thumbs up. But it's one of those, isn't it? If you don't like it, scroll on past. See, we've done a bit of nattering, haven't we? And we're nearly done. So, back to Budley Crafts. Yeah, tonight there'll be a voucher. I don't know what the other things are going to be yet because I haven't got anything out, so I'm not going to lie to you. No idea what other two giveaways we're doing. One thing about Budley Crafts, which I've not seen anywhere else, is anything new that comes in, whether it's a new release or new to them or what have you. Not if it's just back in stock, but if it's new. For the first week of them selling it, there's 5% off. Always, everything. So that's a good one to have. So if you subscribe to their newsletter and watch for all new stuff coming in, which I do like a hawk, because 5%'s 5%, then yeah, that's a good one to have. They do tons and tons and tons of branded stuff. Like, this is where I get all my penny black from, but they do Sizzix, they even do your sewing stuff. Oh gosh, I was going to go through them last night and write a load down, but it's mega. Now, one of the items I'm going to use tonight is from there, but I'm not sure if it's in stock at the moment. But I am going to, it won't be today because I've just ordered the card. I needed some 12x12 white card. I am going to show you how to do it without a die. Tonight I'm doing it with a die. But when my card comes, I'll do a video and show you how to do it without. So that's a good one. We like to find the easy ways, don't we? So yeah, I didn't realise I don't have any 12x12 white card. So I've just ordered it. I mean, it could be here for Sunday. Well, tonight, should I say. Like I've just said, it is only Wednesday. So we'll see. If it comes, I will do it without the die tonight. What else have I got to tell you about Budley? The very quick delivery. That's a good one. Check out Nicola's Inspiration in Group. Nicola's used Budley. They do their own branded stamps and all, you know. They do Budley stamps. Or is it Cuddly Budley? Can't remember. But Yeah, we promoted them with the snowmen ones last year. They were only £2.50. And they're really, really good. The £2.50 now, that's something I noticed when I checked. So have a look at their own branded stamps. But I think the voucher that we were on about earlier, I think Budley Crafts would be a good one for it, because they sell so many branded stuff. You can get all your Ranger, all your Sizzix, just everything there. I want it to be a shop, me, you know, a proper shop, should I say, bricks and mortar. So I'd love to go and have a look at it. They must have a ginormous warehouse. But Kim's the lady that I deal with, and she's so lovely, so polite. Yeah, very nice. Gosh, I'm melting, guys. Should be snowing, shouldn't it? Oh, that's the thought, you know. I've done one. I haven't made it into a card yet, but I've done one. I wonder what it'd be like with some snow splatter on it. I might do it on one and not on other. They do, I'm sure she does zigs as well. They do kuretake stuff. I must admit I've not clicked on that bit, but they definitely do it. But I'm just obsessed with the penny black stamps, me, at the moment. They're quite amazing. I can't wait till you see what we're doing tonight. I love it. I didn't time myself when I did a dummy run of it, so in my head it's quite quick. So that'd mean not a long live. I think we all like the extended lives, don't we? There we go. Didn't take too long, did it? Sorry if I've just talked a load of rubbish to you, but to keep myself busy, don't I? Right, I'm going to use just carmine red, am I? Wine red. I'm going to go with carmine red. I think in the end, once this is on its, oh, my neck. Once this is on its card base, I may put stickles on. I've got the stickles. I've got it ready somewhere. Oh, I thought it were here, but can't see it. Make sure there's no green on that. And these I'm literally just to keep that watercolour look. I mean, you don't have to, they look absolutely fine without the water added. So, I mean, you could get away with just doing it like that. I love my zigs, but I wish they had an end with a finer point on, because, I mean, that's nothing, nowhere near a circle. But it needs to be. And I find it hard to do with a brush end. I mean, we get there. That's a circle now. And like I say, if I'm going to go over it with, I'm either going to go over it with stickles, or I'm just going to put a white highlight on it. I don't know yet. I didn't get that far. It's a very simple card, isn't it? How many of you have already done your Christmas shopping? I hate the fact that I've got to the point now where I just ask them what they want, and that was never my idea behind Christmas. I hated it. I hated when people used to say, what do you want? I'd rather not have out. because there's no thought really put into it. But it's also got to the point where everybody's grown up and everybody's changed, and just don't know what anybody's into anymore. And you don't get a lot for a £5 nowadays, do you? No, I give my kids now, I spent thousands and thousands at Christmas when I was working. That was just on my kids. And I know they appreciated it and they never went without out. But it got me to the point now, even now, I feel guilty because now they get £50 each. And that's the limit. I won't go any higher. I'd spend a bit more on kids if, you know, on littlies, if there was something they specifically wanted. But it's got me onto a, not so much now, but over the last few years I were a bit more, I felt guilty that they weren't getting the thousands or hundreds of pounds. But that being said, I also used to shop the sales. So, I mean, you got your money's worth and stuff, didn't you? I've seen me shop the sales and then have Christmas in July proper, where we've had the turkey, we've had the presents, we've put the decorations up. We've done the works, and what we've opened for presents is what I bought in sales. So, yeah, we've had some good parties and stuff, we have. I was a massive, massive Christmas fan. But there you go. They've all grown up. I do tell the kids not to come here on Christmas Day now. Andy's mum used to be awful to us about not going up there at Christmas. But our kids had toys and they wanted to be at home. So we stopped going out on Christmas Day. But we didn't half pay for it, you know. Oh, they did make us, well, they didn't make us feel bad, but they tried. And if we did go up, we went up one year and Ashley got told off for playing with one of his trucks. I said, that's it, I won't do it again. And we never did it again. And that's why I say to kids now, stay at home, don't come here. Video call. Just send a message. All we're going to do is sit in his pyjamas all day, eat rubbish and get fat. I like that kind of Christmas. No different from any other day for me, that. I do think Christmas is, it's not done for the right reasons anymore. I think a lot of it's just about sales, isn't it? Shame, really. I mean, I'm not religious, so it doesn't alter anything that way for me. But we learnt about it, and I just don't think any of that is out there anymore. Well, not that I hear of anyway. Same with Easter. I know to Toby and to Eden, it's about Easter eggs. That's what they've learnt about, and that's it. Oh, how the world changes. Again, I'm not religious, but I did know what it meant. And Andy's absolutely not religious in any way, shape or form. I did do my brownies and guides and stuff. And kids did cubs and scouts and explorers and, oh, everything. Kids did everything. Very lucky. Right, that took some time, didn't it? Right, so now I'm going to use some, oh, give that a bit of a dry off. We're nearly done now, that's it. This is, now I asked Tracy Evans about this because I've been after some masking tape for ages, which you all know. And I says, when I find one that I like, I'll let you know. So I've been using this, and this is my last bit. I've got one more roll, I think. Don't know where it's from. So, I mean, I had loads of it. That's all I've got. But I asked Tracy, I saw her using this, and I says, what are you using? So this was it, off Amazon. So if I remember, I'll put the link in. Oh, do you know what? I love it. In fact, this is what I used earlier, and it's come off in one piece. I'm not going to put it on here because I don't want to risk any of that ink touching. But I'll wipe that down and reuse it. It were brilliant. I was really pleased. And what else I loved is I could see through it. What I don't like is it doesn't tear. You know, like I want some off. It doesn't tear. So I'm going to get I've got a sellotape reel thing. And I'm going to attach it to that so I can just have it. You know, one of them heavyweight ones where you just pull it and... Anyway, the width of the tape, which is... Oh, what's the width? It looks like 3/4 of an inch. So I'm putting it to the edge. To the edge. Now, if I don't quite touch the edge and I get a bit of ink on it, it comes off with rubber. That's what this is out for, because I did it before. Same again. Do you know what else is nice? I just love doing that, and I like the feel of it. Gosh, we are sad when it comes to some stuff, aren't we? Yes, I'm going to go over my what I've just painted in. Don't panic. I must admit, I panicked a bit when I took it off. But it were all good in the end. It reminds me of that mica pour, is it called? What they use in hospitals. Now, I can't remember how much it is, but I do know this is what I'm going to be buying from now on. And also, it's a lot more reusable than the other stuff, because this wipes off. You can wipe the ink off it. The other stuff, like, this is my Gina K one. That won't come off, although it might not even transfer off now, though, either. But, like, this one, that will come off when I use it again. So if I don't use it on the same colours, and that's just masking sheets. Right, so we've got all 4 edges taped up, and all we're going to do, just put that ink away, paper away. Now I'm going to use, what am I going to use? She says Peacock Feathers Distress Ink. For why, I don't know. I just got these 2 down. I got the Distress Inks down because I use that one always for my stamping. Now, I'm using a Tracy Evans brush. I've got all these blue brushes out here. Sorry. And still, I got a new one out. Oh, I had to. It's Distress Ink, that's why. Don't use your same brushes. Or I don't, should I say. So, we're going in very light. Very light. I'll move that instead. So if you was here, I don't know what you can see, but if you was here, you'd be able to see, oh yeah, that's your tape, obviously. So I'm just coming in nice and light and just letting the brush do its own thing. Now when I was doing this, I'm obviously going up to, oh, I don't want it that dark. I'm obviously going up to the holly because I'm going to go over it. But I didn't think it was transferring to the holly. And it was. But I'll show you how to get out of that. So I want it a little dark around the edges and then just a little bit in the middle. Make sure it's all dry. I haven't made sure, so I should be careful really. So I'm just letting it do its own thing. A little bit of pressure in the corner just to bring me blue there. Let me just, don't like having a big piece. That's going to bug me. I think I've got too much there. Obviously these in the middle, I'm just going round them. I'm trying not to touch them. Lie down, Lolly. Now I've cut a card base. My card base is Spellbinders and it is Merlot card. Now then, a little bit more. So I'm bringing it darker in the corners now. Now I know where I want it. This corner. Now, I suppose you could splatter and what have you if you want. I don't want to. I am tempted, and I think I might. I'll do it on other one. You know, to do some snow. Right, I'm going to leave it at that. Yikes. So, this is where I knew I'd done. And then when I pulled it off, the reveal's amazing. Look at that. How fantastic does that look? Oh, I think I might have had it a bit off centre there. Anyway, so when I looked at it, I thought I mustn't have put nowhere near as much on this time, because you can see it. You can see the line gone through the green, but only a tiny bit. On my other one, it was like, oh dear, what have you done? So all I've done is wet my brush, not using any ink of any kind, and where that line is, I'm just pushing it out. And because we're using water reactive on the leaves and the background, it just disappears. And where that is probably full of it, you can't see it. So to me, it doesn't matter. And you really can't see it. And there we are. I've took it out of every single bit. And now, well, there's a little bit there. But that'll disappear. It's gone. It's all gone. I was so happy that it just came out. So that's it. Just going to wet all that because it was just leaving one wet mark where it would have left a watermark. There you go. How cool is that? I would have liked the blue a bit darker. I can't, have I gone totally off there? Where's my ruler? Don't know. Doesn't matter. Right, we're going to Stampin' It. Now, I have stamped the other one with a penny black, which has come from Budley. So I used, what did I use? Oh, I used this one. May Christmas bring joy to your heart and happiness to your home. So I used that and I stamped it down here. And I'll show you, and I love it, but I think I want something a bit bolder. So you can get all the Sizzix from there as well. But I really liked this Always choose kindness. Doesn't have to be about Christmas, does it? But I'm not using it. I just want to show you what I mean. I just think something's a bit more, even just down and off like that, it's got more of an impact to it. Even if you did it up through here, I like the impact of it. So I did get a different brand out, and I'm not sure if they sell it at Bubbly, but I got some Pink Fresh Studio out, and I just thought, I don't think these ones are going to be strong enough, although that'll look lovely there. Even there like that. Oh, I might go for one of them. But I just get I want something really strong, but these aren't very wide, are they? From our home to yours, that's nice. Joy to the world. No, I am going to go with one of these. I didn't get these out for that reason. I think Merry and Bright, there, in that corner. Either one of them. Oh, I'll tell you what we've missed. Let's get the brush. This is my Fuumuui brush. And with the ochre, I'm going to put a bit of ochre down, and I'm going to wet my brush and get some of this on it. It gives you a fantastic point. And all we're going to do, I might as well leave it in here, is go over the lines that are there. I mean, you can leave that, but I chose to go over mine. I mean, it's not much difference, to be fair. It just depends what colour you use, doesn't it? And if you don't trust your own hand, see, I like the difference. But if you don't trust your own hand, just leave it with the one that's already down. So I'm just going to do it a bit at a time, right quick. Just keep picking that up. See, I went over the line there, but I'll just make that branch a bit fatter. It's right. Oh yeah, it makes a big difference. You could even do it in green to match the leaves, but I just wanted a... Oh, that's right off. I've made it right fat now. I think on my other one, I did it before I did the berries, because I knew it would be okay to do the berries over it. So just do it before your berries. There we go. I've been watching a programme called Bad Boyfriends, Olivia Atwood. It made me laugh. I do watch some rubbish. I think that's it, it's done. But I do like Olivia Atwood anyway. There you go. That was nice and simple, wasn't it? Wondered why that brown were out. So, put a word on it. Put sentiment on it. Let's go with I'm going to go Peace, Joy and Love. Now then, it's whether, do you come down here? Do you go up here? See, this is what I wanted. I wanted to stamp over some of the image. Let's go there. And hope it's straight. Because I can't stick my head under. And I'm stamping in black. Like I say, I tried it in the gold and it didn't work for me. I didn't like the look. So I am going in black. Here it is. See, this stamp's quite delicate, so it's not going to give the impact that I really wanted. But it'll still look good. It's simple, isn't it? It's plain and simple. Yes! Oh, that's beautiful. I like it better than the other one I stamped. I think it's because it's bigger writing, isn't it? It's absolutely beautiful. Oh, I'm so happy with that. We get there in the end, don't we? Put that away. We get there in the end. Now, I don't know why, but I always have this one doubled in this envelope. It's got all sorts in here. I don't know. I think there's 3 items in this, just this one. Need to sort it out. Right, so that's that done. Now I'm just going to put it straight on a base, but the other one I'm not going to put on a base yet because I'm going to splatter it and then I'll show you the difference after. I'm not going to splatter it now, but let's get this on a... Tell you what, I've got my doodah here, that'll do it. I'm ever so thirsty. I'm not having no matte and layer. So yeah, this card's called Merlot and it is 12 by 12 from Spellbinders. Let's have a look. And that is your card. How easy is that? That's just one stamp. I've actually got, oh, I've got a piece of card out to, oh, I'm going to do a tag to match. I already cut the piece of cards for it. Thought I'll do that while things are drying and what have you. But that's your card. So this is the one I did. This was my dummy run. But the writing, I prefer this. I prefer what you can see big. But I'm going to splatter it. I'm going to cover the writing and I'm going to splatter with my bleed proof. I finally did it. I finally emptied it. Literally. But I have another one ready. So yeah, so that's your card. I hope you like it. And I hope you'll join us tonight for our fun live and our giveaways as well. And we give a card away. So I don't know what card we're giving away yet either. So it's going to be fun. So I'll see you there. I love you guys. Don't forget a thumbs up, subscribe, hype. Love ya. Bye.